team of griffins that all have that assault griffin trait.
Well, you have to read, because some of them say that it doesn't work if on another...
Right, but
Oh, no, that's the dive bomber.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the optimal number of dive bombers you could have is
1.
3.
Oh, yeah.
But I feel that you're getting diminishing returns.
Yeah, I would probably imagine 1.
That's what I do.
Look, they don't know how to get around.
Well, they're heavy on clouds. They're scared.
Oh, wouldn't you be scared if you were clouds?
Yes. But yeah, I realized that might be a good way to use the basilisk trait. Because you can't take damage in between your turns if nothing happens in between your turns because they're back to back. Ah!
Oh, what's its thing again?
The basilisk things are, if they go...
Yeah, I got 3. I need 1 more.
If
I
they
gotta get the thing up.
If their turn starts and they haven't taken any damage since their last turn, they do something cool, like attack 3 times or something. The problem is they have to not get hurt at all. But that's easy to do if
Your turns are back to back.
Yeah. So then you can just get silly.
Well, you can also have that guy on your team that intercepts attack to make that more likely.
Right. I think one of the Valkyries is just great at it. Except for the fact that they do it too. If they might do it so well, that they get themselves killed.
That is not a problem if you have a high defense item and rampart. Because I had 71,000 defense for 1 round. I took a picture of it and posted it in the Discord. Everyone was like, what happened?
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were like, what? And then someone finally pointed out that it must have been rampart, and that's when I figured out what was causing it. Because I was like, I don't know why, but my defense is so high.
Oh. There's a monster that you might be interested in. The Roost Watcher.
What's it do?
It does more damage based on how much higher your defense is than your targets.
Yeah.
The Watchers are fun like that, except most of them have really inconsistent things like having more living allies or dead allies than your opponent.
Yeah, that's, the Animatus is either living or dead. They affect your
Right.
stats in different ways.
That's another class I'm kind of have difficulty wrapping my brain around.
Basically, you just have 1 less spot to fiddle with, and then you have the Animatus, which is your focal.
Right, and I'm not really sure on how to build a team that focuses all on one monster.
I mean,
My brain doesn't work that way.
if you make it really attack-based, then giving everyone else Infernal Charge means that it'll have a much higher attack.
Yeah, things like that.
Yeah, there's ways you can set it up.
With Ability Team, I have a problem of thinking almost exclusively in traits.
And the other thing you could do with that is give it shoes and and boost the speed all the way up, because if its speed's really high, it gets another turn quicker.
Or you can, a mimic in your team to pass on its mimic power, but
Yeah, that's
I just
once
like the
per-
sound of it. Well, all you can do is give it shoes. It's how it's not, but it sounds completely inane.
Yeah. The mimic though is only once.
So
Which, I mean, that is mean.
that's the only time it affects turn order is decided at the start of battle. It's not decided multiple times.
Oh, I thought that if your speed was high, you could go again
No.
sometimes before something else.
I could be wrong, but I really don't think so.
So
I think
it's
there's-
mostly just hit chance and crit chance and dodge chance
And turn order, which is extremely important.
at the beginning of it.
Yes.
So, well, another thing you could do is use abilities for your other teammates to send the enemy to the bottom of the turn.
That's true, but it's gonna be hard typically doing. Therein lies another interesting golem power. The Moss Golem. It defends as a 50% chance to snare each enemy.
Does Snare send them to the bottom too?
Yes, and it holds them there until they break free.
Well,
Which they have
then
a
yeah,
chance-
so if you give all of your guys
Golems.
things that can
So yeah, just
cast
because your
snare-
golems all share their traits,
And then have an Animatus on the team. They would be effective for the Animatus.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, if you can keep your enemy from ever doing anything, most teams will win.
Well, duh. That's not always true, though.
Most.
There's a lot of times where it just means you get to sit there forever. I don't know what happened in one battle, but
That's what battle fatigue's for.
But I think it took me like 5 minutes of just sitting there, and then I think all I got from it was brimstone, and I was really sad.
The upcoming boss fight, I had a similar experience.
What do we need for the torture chamber?
To win?
Yeah, what type of fighters?
Good ones.
I'm just saying.
But not too good. Well, you don't want to completely lock down your enemy. You don't want to lock them down too hard.
Well, if we're like double the level of everything there.
Just don't get too debuff happy.
Oh. I don't usually focus on debuffs unless they just happen to be ineffective in attack.
I don't either, but my spell spamming eventually... That is just a side effect of me spamming just all the magic.
Attack-based paths are less likely to debuff. They still can.
Right.
They're less likely to.
I did have, like, Affliction on my list.
Well, that was a bad idea.
Because it's just a good spell.
What does it mean? Why does it matter?
Because the boss of that, the fight will not end, cannot end until the enemy has gotten so many turns. And I accidentally made it so he just never got any turns. I'm like, what?
So it's more important to focus on buffing your guys and having high defense.
Yeah, and being able to take out the boss's allies, because bosses always have friends.
Oh, Torun, I have a really high appreciation with him.
I noticed. But no, you can and also you can debuff the hell out of him. Just make sure he actually gets to do things. He doesn't stay forever snared at the bottom of the line.
I hate Torun.
I noticed. I think he's kind of funny. I don't like him.
I think he's kind of funny, but I don't like him. In the same way that I think Bender's kind of funny, but there are plenty of times where I don't like him.
Torrens' avatar monster's perk is in all caps.
But look.
What?
Oh, this isn't where appreciation is. Okay.
Oh no. 27, my god.
Torrun, I'm at 21.
34! Dear God.
Keep
37!
Yep.
God, no!
And look at Torrens, 21. I've only gone there like 3 times.
Then how's it 21?
Pilgrimage.
Oh, why are you trying to get on his good side?
Because I want to just be able to collect the things. And,
oh, because you never want to go there?
Yeah, I don't want to have to go there. All I want to do is go there, get medallions, and then leave.
Apparently Torrens' avatar perk mentions Pikachu. I don't know why, but it actually just says Pikachu in it.
We have like 15,000 piety, and I don't know what it's for yet.
Well, we'll burn through it pretty fast. It's a post game. Well, it's a main game. You changed your
painting.
Clutchers, another monster I don't understand. Since apparently the best way to get out of them is to tank their speed, but they naturally have great speed. Like, really good.
Oh yeah, because they have to dodge.
They want to miss.
Yeah, but is it when they miss with that character or when they miss with anyone on the team?
With any of your creatures.
Well, then if all the others are slow and you just have one on.
Yeah. Though you can't really build your team around just a single clutcher. Because the big thing is, like, there are clutchers that get 2 attacks whenever an enemy dodges, so...
And give them...
Just get 2 of them, so they start whiffing all over the place, and just this flurry of blows, and occasionally one hits, but there's so many attacks it's still effective.
And give them negative speed temperaments.
Right, which is what you gotta do, which is annoying, because you're really fighting their natural stats that way.
Alright, so now we get to gamble for a little while. 12! Oh wait, no, that's right, we're gonna wait until...
Yeah, it's not that point. Prophecies are a thing you need to get more. It's basically a bingo card of tasks. A randomized bingo card. Oh, it's black.
But, so... I've summoned all of these creatures.
Which ones? Oh, they're all so... Oh, you fused so much.
Look at the cool skinny
guy.
guy.
It's part. I mean, especially your favorite skin so early. I don't know any skins I'm super big on, but I don't hate it either. There's some abominations for luck. Wisps are weird. weird.
I got it because it's so silly looking. You're
I-
so happy.
I get a lot of use out of the Amphisbane Chef.
A lot of people like the chef too. I got angels. I just summoned all of them because since they're purchased ones, I wanted to summon them so that way I can try and get their knowledge level up.
Dude, that's like just the easiest monster, isn't it?
It looks a lot like it.
That's the one I use.
But then again, he doesn't think Raboot looks like what he imagined.
Yeah, I know.
I like this one's look too.
He's got places to go, yeah?
He's got crystals too.
Yeah, I think you like where the slimes are going.
Yeah.
The game has a
I like
lot
the
of floating
opening.
eyeballs. I like
Yeah.
them too. I just have never built a team that really plays them well.
And then I liked all the Sanctus.
I'm pretty sure you like the
designs.
Amaranths too.
Yeah, I like the Amaranths. And I like the fake gold slimes.
The Paragons.
Yeah.
I don't. But I think they're
This
more.
one. That's
Yeah,
the one.
I think
Yeah.
they're more useful than they look.
Let's see. There's a Diamant.
I don't know how good the Godspawn are, but I know the avatars are overpowered.
I
What?
don't know about the avatars yet.
Here's like, Lord, look at
Wow.
it. Look at this thing. See, the Godspawn designs are so
That one's
weird.
really disappointing. It's just like a 6-pack with some swords.
And a helmet.
Yeah, I like the opening. Of course, I like the opening angel too. I think it's the coolest
Right.
looking angel.
I kind of want to make an open team sometime, but I just haven't got it to work. Whenever I try, I just end up making my usual spell spam team.
I got the books and the phoenix.
I also want to make a team that's about dying.
That's I forget which class.
Purgatory.
Yeah, Purgatorian and almost dying for the Bloodcaster.
The Blood Mage. Yeah, but no, I want a team that's just all about dying and reviving over and over again, because there are a lot of monsters that have some pretty strong stuff when that happens.
Again, Herbling.
He's lazy.
How do you get Herblings? I just saw one on the map at one.
Unlock Grove Tender. And you have one, and you can't fuse it. It's the Animatus, but for the Grove Tender.
If you look at there's one of my videos where there was just a graphic of a Groveling on the map, uninteractable, but only on the small map. And I kept looking, I was like, what is going on? I sent a picture and they're like, well, that looks like an Herbling graphic.
But those don't appear in a while. Oh, there's like one of the. I like that one. I like that guy.
It's blue. I like the one with puppies. This one's got Earths. This one's
I like
got
his. I like the
puppies.
Earth one's ability. It's basically just like an apocalypse, sort of. Just and again, if you could use that Griffin trick to get that trait to that thing to have a bunch of turns in a row, it's scary.
So far, the only if this creature is attacked kind of thing that I cared at all about was the humility trait, because it lowers the enemy's attack when they attack.
I do not like that Wisp.
The shape, you mean?
No, I don't like his trait. Just because Wisps really don't like getting hit, and his ability is about taking less damage, which only comes into play if things go wrong.
Well, again, if you give it something like Savior, where it takes damage anytime another teammate takes damage.
That's true. Basically, so it doesn't really need to have turns.
Mm-hmm.
One of the Spartans has a really interesting trait about that idea too.
The Volcades. Got the Lurking Basilisk, which I thought that was interesting. It's a lion.
Who? I sort by race always. Oh, the Nox.
I had it perfused because I was trying to find
Yeah,
which
see, I
ones
don't
was
actually have any Nox. What's Nox been all about? Let's see. He must be from the
Yeah,
Cosmic
it's-
Reactor.
Yep. It's a pretty good one. You can have 7 traits at a time.
What that? So that means its
Or
traits
8
just recycle every turn?
It's extra traits, the ones that it got the previous turn.
So yeah, it goes, those 5 shuffle every turn, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know how to... I don't like... I mean, I think it's fun, but I don't like it. Because there's really no way to... Randomness is really hard to fit into a bill.
2 millions so far.
I
like
thought
that
you, I
one,
thought
that's
you
so
liked
cute.
from the later Slimes, and he's good for a Kabbalist, I think.
Sneaky chick. Why?
That Amaranth is probably my favorite.
This one doesn't have a card. You can't get a card for it.
Oh no, my favorite Ray.
I like this goal.
He's okay.
I like the look. I'm going purely off looks on a lot of these.
The Paragons are very expressive. See, they feel like their designs really simple. Student.
Yeah,
Love
student's
student.
really useful. If you
If
just
you
have anyone else who just makes other people's turns go, or
Also-
anytime you cast Panic Attack or Infernal Charge, that also counts, doesn't it?
Yeah, and Crazed Leper does most of his damage on.
Other people's
He doesn't
turns.
care whose turn it is. Alright, manually cast a spell, not a sorcery spell. That's good to know. I still don't get why they're called spider occultists, but I don't know. Stag
I like the
is
stag.
still hard to use.
We gotta murder Stag, though. We gotta
Okay.
murder a lot of Stags.
He's sparkly. He's a weirdo.
I don't like his ability.
It's not. For what it does, I get what it wants to do, but I feel there are ways you can do better.
Yeah.
If you want to,
guess-
it's all about killing itself. You can do better than that.
Although, that, with Purgatorian,
You know, but there's the what was it? Mutant Maniac. When he makes that when your creatures provoke, they self-destruct and give their stats to the rest of your team. So it's like the opposite of him, which is better. Thunder Salamander still just so good.
so those
Bless.
we got. And then over here are the skins I've collected so far.
Ooh. Oh, it's like that weirdo is what it's called. Okay, it looks like
Deja Vu.
looks like you don't have any of the same skins that I have. Not we have about as many.
Looky! I got a skin for the dumpling! It's cute.
My favorite cruncher right there. I don't like the
Torterra.
crunchers that much.
Torterra.
The water Torterra. I thought you would like that one. Oh.
I have 2 Mimic skins.
Oh. I mean, I guess how you feel about that.
It's a less exciting Diamant skin.
You killed a lot of turtles, haven't you?
Yeah.
Because you have both of their skins.
There's only 2.
I think, yeah.
Where do you
Oh.
see their skin collection? Link me that page.
It's in Steam Guides. So Handsome's a very funny one.
I like this one, obviously.
Oh, I'm sure.
Apparently, there were people like, you already got that skin? That took
That's
me
how-
forever.
That's how I was feeling. I don't get it, but I like the name.
Well,
Not that I'll ever use Maniac, so except for that one. Maybe.
and then decorations. I have been working on decorations quite a bit.
Oh god, it's too many floor. What in Sanctum Umbra? Here. Must have misremembered the game.
No, I haven't been to Sanctum Umbra yet.
Oh,
I
you
just
just
have
have
its
the
floor
floor there.
tile. Same with the torture chamber. I haven't actually been to it yet. Oh hey, this is a new painting.
Jej. Ooh.
Oh yeah, did you see the ones I already have up of that?
What?
The ghost
Oh, yeah,
painting.
why are they upside down?
Why not? And then there's the Pillars of Creation.
Huh?
That's what this one's
Oh,
called.
the
Pillars of
flower?
Creation.
Oh, the picture. Okay.
And then I had to get that one when I saw it. One of the paintings for one of the gods is only 2 emblems. Everything else is 5.
I noticed. Was it Aeolian, I think?
I think so.
I wonder if it's a glitch. Like a
A mistake.
miscode.
Got some plants.
I don't remember the shimmering gem of plant. Back.
Got this many plushies so far.
I have Moo plush. I don't use it.
3 rubs so far. We have D and X, so we can officially make a D-Generation X hideout from wrestling from WWE. 1 statue.
Ooh. I have quite a few tables just because I don't have anything on
I
about that.
got this for you.
Barrel.
And then all of the costumes, which we have a few of.
Ooh. I have the tier 2 of Evoker and Tribalist currently.
I have Adventurer, all
Giant toad.
these, every cat.
Deep darkness. Oh. I like it.
Yeah, I was
I don't
running
like the
around
fa-
as it for a long
I
time.
don't like the face, but
I was running around as it for a long time. Here's one of the Izzies.
I have man 50. I have like a man 18. So I like that that's what it's called.
I was at this for a while. And then,
He's the
right as I
sheriff.
switched to this, was the desert level, and I did not expect that.
It's the sheriff. The brown mage.
Yep.
You don't hear much about him.
He casts the spells that makes people poop their pants.
It's bad. Oh, neat. What? What?
It's from Alice in Wonderland.
He did a flat. Oh, okay. Didn't know that existed. Apparently you've been playing a lot of Trickster.
I played a lot of Trickster, and then I got the Goblet, and I just started switching to whatever would make the Goblet fill up.
I've been re-rolling it more than I like. I don't want to ever re-roll it, but I do a lot.
Yeah, I haven't re-rolled it yet. Right now we can be Cleric, which is good,
I don't want to be Cleric.
or Druid, or Tribalist.
I can do Tribalist easy.
Okay.
Well, want to try Druid, but I don't know how. And Cleric just does not sound fun.
Why? Is it all about healing your party and not doing damage?
It's all about being super. It's as only defensive perks.
That's fine. I don't know, creatures get a random buff. for each
All right, so yeah,
creature missing.
Druids want to have 3
Two.
creatures, not 6, 3, but they're super strong, which is also kind of tricky to build around.
No, they want one creature.
Yeah, but there's a perk that makes 2 companion. Companion
Oh.
fixes that. It makes so you can have up to 2 creatures that don't count. That's an interesting perk, isn't it?
Yeah, because they can get up to 5 traits there.
So yeah, it makes you really.
Wait, but Nox Pit. Oh wait, it'd be God Spawn, so you get other God Spawn traits.
I don't know how that. I don't know if I guess it would. See, I don't think I'd be in for Godspawn because they're just too diverse. You have really no control at all. Whereas with other races, you can look at and think, okay, I'm gonna get something like this. For example, if you're an attacker, a unicorn's traits will always be useful.
Mhm.
Which is why the contagious cockatrice is so bad because it just gets random cockatrice traits, which those are great traits, but they're the worst to get random.
Because you can't really center anything around that.
Right, there is no cockatrice trait that's just always good.
With any makeup.
If you want a cockatrice trait, you want a
That
very specific one.
Yeah.
That really ticks me off because that means that trait's just horrible. I can't think of a use for it. It's better than nothing.
If you have at least 5 creatures missing from your team.
The Tribalist is similar in that it implies you could go above 6, but you can't.
Well, I mean, you can go above. Oh, missing?
No, just I have more than 6 creatures on your team.
You can have 6
Right.
or more.
But I don't know any way to go into negative creatures.
Yeah, I don't know.
So this really does beef up your 1 to 3 monsters. Just, I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure what kind of monsters would be good for that. No.
Plus, we like having a chain of friends. So you said, which one, Tribalist?
Of the 3, Tribalist is the one I like the most. Mind you, we'd had to build a new team around that.
That's fine.
We have the
we have-
resources. You have the Brimstone.
We don't have the Brimstone. That's part of what I've been trying to work on.
Dog.
I have only 50,000 Brimstone.
Ooh, I don't think I'll be able to outfit them with armaments unless you have very well-fitting armaments just lying around.
I have some really good fitting armaments in general, as long as you're trying to boost the most of that same item.
If it's just stat boosting, yeah, that's fine.
Because they have, like, the highest on attack and defense or whatever.
Oh, but then there's a question of, do we, at this point in the game, do we really have enough of a lineup to make a Tribalist?
Lineup.
Of
Oh,
monsters?
they have to be the same
They
group.
the same race, yes. That's what the Tribalist is all about. I don't think you would at this point.
We could do the Blobarian team. I have like 4 or 5 of them. It's probably not the best choice. I mean, actually, this is a good time to use the the
Hebdib?
teams I already have, the Griffins.
I mean, there are only 4 Griffins, but...
So,
Huh.
let's see, who else do I have? Probably gonna be mostly 4s.
Unless we put it in a sneaky cockatrice.
Oh no, those are hunters and gunners.
Yeah, they're the same class.
Yeah, I didn't see it. That's what was changing. Yeah, I bet he's really good for hunters and griffins and golems.
Diabolics.
Yeah, diabolic horde,
And Diabolic Tribalist is, I think, just considered to be just kind of OP.
like god tier.
Right. I guess, yeah, if we have the right cockatrice, we can get by with 3.
And then
Which we can do with just about anything.
you could also, with a lot of the... What are the egg layers?
The Inquisitors.
Yeah, they would probably work pretty well because they all are about having a lot of minions. And so you have a bigger team.
Well, minions don't count as party members.
I know, but you have a bigger team, and so if you're focusing everything on caring for minions, then all of them are going to work.
Well, yeah,
synergize
most
together.
races like to synergize with each other. Like, all the Othons are all about life spells.
Mhm.
Pitworms are about existing. Yeah, you have like at least 3 of pretty much everything. You have anything. So, question: what cockatrice do you have?
I have the one that would make that more effective.
Both of them?
The race and class. Yes.
No. The rate you get. You substitute as a race, and you also count as having 2 more of that race.
Yes, I have those 2.
That's that not him. It's clawing. Yes, a clawing cockatrice and 1 other. Yeah, clamorous and clawing.
Okay, I don't have claw. I do have clamp.
Dog. So yeah, we would want. So yeah, we can't.
But the other thing is,
Oh wait, no, it's cold. Yeah. Oh no, that's classes. Heck. So yeah, we wouldn't be able to do substitution. Ideally, we'd have a couple duplicates. We do have enough to do a druid team. I just don't know how to best do druid.
I think that if we go with the griffin, because you can have 2 of the same type, right?
Absolutely. There's
Well-
only one griffin that wants to do that, but you do have it. The assault griffin, I think,
And it's the one that is.
can go multiple times. The others are bad about stacking. What? Oh, bird? What are you doing?
Making an assault griffin cockatrice. Oh no, I don't have another assault griffin out here yet.
He's in the fervor. He's in the brassiere.
Am I out of griffins?
C. You're at C currently.
Oh, that's right.
You're at L.
G, R. Let's be out.
No, he's might be on the previous page. Nope, dive bomber, which can kind of stack, but he doesn't. He's not the best at it. And whereas Dreamfinder just don't.
Yeah, it just will not do anything.
We definitely couldn't do a golem team. And but dude, Iron Golem, you really need them all different. Capre. Oh,
He's
Tor.
smoking a big cigar.
I think it's Torrens, God spawn, right?
Yeah, he's telling everyone to fuck off. This is- It's British.
There's one more. I know one of his skins has him actually just giving you the middle finger. And he has like a little Tauren head.
After your creature's attack, they are afflicted with scorn.
Okay, so they have trouble attacking a lot, but they hit harder. I am not a fan.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very useful.
Seems about right. Yeah. There's a reason that Tribalist isn't a starting class. Drinks.
Poop Trickster. Well, we already have Trickster ready.
Yeah, we've already maxed out Trickster outfits. Warden doesn't sound difficult. I think Monk wants you to use Monk Ease, which you have to get from the Swamplands.
Alright, perks. After your creatures provoke, they gain taunting and protecting.
Do you provoke much? No.
No, I usually set defense, but if they're... I do have one that provokes if it's the...
I would not prioritize this.
Creatures defend, they gain defensive and rebirth. That one's useful. I do defend sometimes because I have things that cast on defend.
Do
what is it, the water salamander?
For defending?
What, yeah.
Yes. Do you take damage?
What?
Do you, like this one gives you think we take damage. Do you ever do that?
No.
Okay.
Never. I've never taken damage.
And they give me pretty perks. If you value Arcane, I don't. This is good.
Gain a buff they have a chance to attack a random enemy. Does not seem to follow in my head.
What do you mean?
They get a buff, they have to attack. It's just those two don't tie together.
Well, I mean, it's weird.
This one's useful if you think you're going to die a lot.
And you have... Oh, yeah.
Start a creature's turn, they gain a barrier that absorbs damage equal to...
Up to 25% of their max health.
That's not bad.
Which means they essentially have... Oh, yeah.
What is warded?
It says their creature's warded cannot lose stats.
Lose stats.
So they lose stats, they won't. Which is okay.
Agile and mending.
So basically, if you get hit by an attack, they become more resistant to attacks. So by a spell, they're more resistant to spells. That's... You can get some shenanigans from this.
Yeah, because you can cast spells to buff and then get stuck in big loops.
And Aquamarine Carbuncle gives you buffs when you cast enough.
Ah.
So that just makes your buffs buffier, you know?
Attack. Let's see if I keep my current team. So I'm just saying this off based on what my current.
I think Warden is actually that fits really well with all. I guess it fits all teams that buff, and most teams want buffing.
Although stat gain thing, I don't know a whole lot of things that directly increase or decrease stats. I know ones that
A
buff.
lot of spells do. Several traits do. If you heal a lot, the Frost Spear gets pretty silly.
So this one,
That's good for any.
yeah, that is never a bad thing. I mean, I guess if
Again,
you're playing as a different class, it would be bad. Or special edition.
Yes.
And this one.
Gain a buff at cast. If you're Warden, you're going to want to double down on getting buffs. You attack a lot, that's super good. Oh! Do you start the battle?
Well, especially because my
Invisible
stuff is really
Proficient? Invisible Proficient are very good.
good. Yes.
I think you normally lose Invisible when you attack.
Yes. Anytime you do any move.
Oh, see, now that's how you can gain stats, right? We finally do it.
Gain a buff to 7. Alright, so that's with what we already... Oh, I gotta do another...
What?
Thing.
Where are you going? Oh. Mimic
I
V.
wanna get to the next level.
The next left.
Of knowledge.
Oh.
So I'll do it one more time.
Hergy beagy.
Because A rank is gonna help me with farm. Because you get a special perk for having only one mimic card. You only need one. No, there's 4.
Oh, okay. Well, because there are very few mimic
Yeah.
cards.
You get one for just having one, so I'm trying to get Alright, so I'll let you choose the team, and then we'll choose the other things that are not universally useful. Based on that. I did set it up slightly for attack focus.
Alright, so I need to quickly get my mind. Alright, what we want. Things that can proc cool things on doing on their actions.
Yeah. I mean, if we go back to the random casters, it's fun.
I mean, well, no, I guess if you're using a lot of ethereal spells, you don't have to worry about burning yourself out like I all quickly would.
Yeah. Burning, but the biggest problem with ethereal spell gems is if the rounds go more than like 3 rounds, you usually gone through most of your effective ones.
Let's see. We want to get buffs. That's the number one. Mind you, we want random buffs because we're going to be getting set buffs just from existing. See, and we get the barrier buff for doing a thing, like for just starting a turn.
Yeah, you don't get shelled unless you defend. And you don't get repelling unless you defend.
We're going to take damage from spells. That's inevitable.
Oh, was that hit by spells?
Yes. This is you get agile ending from getting hit by attack. This is you get other protections from getting hit by
from a spell, I see. Repelling is really good.
Yeah, it makes it so spells don't hurt you much, and shelled is also really good. Well, for this, we need to decide if we're going to cast an attack.
If you're wanting to get buffs, you're going to be casting buffs.
Not necessarily.
I mean, unless you specifically make creatures that when they attack,
even with
even
with low intelligence, a buff is a buff. I think. I don't think an intelligence makes a buff better. Like
no, I'm just saying, most of the time you have to cast to get buffs.
Oh, and there's something about getting stats, was there?
Yeah, gaining stats from buffs. And there was just one about you don't lose stats if you gain.
Oh, that. Yeah, so no, you don't get anything cool for gaining stats. You gain stats from cool things. I don't quite understand that one. There's one that gives you another buff whenever you get a buff, but they only last 1 turn. But I don't know I can't tell if that's helpful or not.
What's the Amaranth thing again?
Defense.
Defending.
It's having
higher defense.
They love the defense stat. See, look, isn't that just a nice trait right there?
Yep.
Just you don't die as much.
If you have the Amaranth on the same team with a bunch of guards, or you have it fused with guards, I mean, it takes a lot for them to hurt you.
Let's see, this gives you a buff.
No, it gives you a spell.
Yeah, the spell gives you a buff.
Target started invisible, but they already started.
No, it's enemies cannot be invisible.
Which is fairly useful.
It's situational.
Well, if you have an attacker-focused team.
If we're gonna, I don't know if we're doing spell spam. If we are, we need this boy.
I already have one, but now we have another.
Yeah, he might be a better one. How often do enemies cast spells on their allies?
I don't ever notice.
Me neither.
It's just like when they say they defend. I very rarely notice them defending. But that depends on the other team getting turns.
That's true. All I know is that my Aquamarine Carbuncle hates this guy so much.
Oh, when it's on the other side?
Yeah, because I just give so much buff. Everybody, a ridiculous amounts of buffs, and so is he. And just the enemies gets obliterated, and he's sitting there perfectly fine and warded with everything and invisible. And I'm like, well, god damn it! You're gonna be a pain.
How many buffs are there? Like 20? You did the wrong ones. References.
Not as many as I thought. 18. Now, I'm sure what the heck Torn Jr. is. I still don't know what it does. That's a problem with a lot of toys.
Shoot lasers and shit.
I mean, it's funny, but it's not helpful.
I'm guessing that means that it does damage every chance it gets.
Gravity.
Gig.
The Pegasus would be good for this, but they don't yet.
Gag.
Ebbin. Ebbin. I hate the design of storms.
Yeah, I don't like the weird mouth face.
Stupid face. Oh, but now you start off with Soul Flayer's traits. We have the crazy one? No, we don't. There's one where basically, if a creature of your most common race dies, all of them of that race die.
Oh yeah, I don't.
There are ways you can get that to work, but
Yeah, it's a very weird.
you gotta bend over backwards to do it. I guess it's set out for really easily losing using that.
Not all traits were created equal.
Darn, I think there's one that can share buffs. Seraphs are pretty good, but I never use them.
There has to be at least one class that's all about buffing.
Dryads.
Oh yeah, we have some of those.
Never used them, but I always have an eye on them.
What, the Rift Dancers?
Yeah.
I used one. The fan, whichever one has fan dance or whatever. Yeah, I used it with my.
Lizard. With him.
Well, in the same team that used him, but I put it on guard.
No, that's redundant. You're so fed up with
What's
this.
one below it?
What? Oh.
Above it. What's saying? Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, that's a very specific
Triza.
situation.
Right. They're all about getting resurrected. There's no reason I want to make a team about everything dying.
I've been doing so well not having sugar, and then I was given a bunch of sugar.
Heck. It's interesting. Given that our creature are going to have barriers at the start of return. I don't think about you. I still give the Colossus all about. They're like about defense, I think. I keep forgetting they exist. They're very unmemorable, you know?
Oh yeah, there's the one that gives you leeching at the beginning of battle.
No, that's the leech.
That's what I said. There's one that gives you
I don't
leeching.
think it can. I mean, it really does what you. Oh, they always have it, right? It's not going to proc receiving a buff, but I guess these just want you to passively have them. Think about it. Minions don't count as buffs now, even though they basically are. I love that trait name.
I used it.
Oh, I think the Harpy Torture is the only Harpy people consider to be good.
No, there's also the one where it casts on other teammates.
Hmm? What? I don't know what you're talking about.
I have it somewhere.
Oh. If you had a Griffin team, this would seal the deal. This game where you look at the bestiary for an hour and go,
Mm-hmm.
Mending about always having.
Except when you're farming. When I'm farming.
Ah. E.
Hold it. It's angry, but holding a flower.
Oh, that's not what I thought it was. But still. And a pie. I don't think you need that.
It's the fact that you have to defend or provoke that makes them annoying. I like that you could have a dumpling and nugget tribalist.
They want you to. You don't really just get a bunch of books and just always have them. Do you? I think.
Well, then you're gonna have to go casting based, I think.
Alright. Methods of casting are different from mine, but so you'll have to hear how that works.
What do you mean?
Like how your spell gems are set up and stuff. It looks like, because there are a lot of traits here that are cool. When casting based, you gotta have the boy.
What does it do?
Your spells are, I think, 20% weaker, but they cast twice.
So, I need to get out some of my stuff I already have.
Scream. The visuals sound really funny when you just have turbo mode on and just keep it there. There you go.
Oh. Let's see.
I don't think sadly any of the Vulpes want to give you buffs. They're all about damage, stamina, and healing. For some reason, healing. I don't know why.
Yeah, but if it's casting based, it's still useful.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Right, that logic. Are you getting big chain casts off?
Yeah, sometimes.
Because that'll go really well with the Aquamarine Carbuncle. It's your birthday. Ooh! Following that logic. So basically making a fake evoker.
Kind of, that is what it's about. That's why I said I don't ever have to worry about the...
I think we want a spider occultist, probably. They're really good for that.
Do you want to put it with the carbuncle since they're not fused, or do you want to add the occultist on them?
I'm not sure yet, but I'm getting it's all coming together in my head. We're gonna want salamander engine, so we don't need to worry about charges.
You don't have to worry about charges as long as you set the macro to cast...
I've never used macros.
I use the macro. To cast spells that
Make you funny.
are ethereal spell gems, so that it uses them first. And once it runs out of all of that, then you can set it so that the macro won't go off.
Alright, I think I'm feeling in my head what we need to do here.
Actually, this one's useful. I just have to give it spells that are useful.
And it can't manually cast. So telling us what triggers it casting.
No, your creatures gain copies of the spell.
Yeah, but it can't cast manually, so it needs some other way of casting. Right?
The salamander.
Ah, the water one.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. There's a good boy.
No, the thunder salamander.
No, thunder makes it cast again when it casts.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we can have the water salamander too.
And wind. Wind, water, thunder.
What's the wind one?
When your creature casts from a salamander trait, it does it again. That's what I call salamander engine. Thunder and chaos. No, thunder and wind. Chaos is one that triggers the start of battle sometimes. He's best as an evoker, man.
Just looking at the one that I know I used for casting with more things. See,
Yeah,
this
there's
is balance. After an enemy casts a single target spell on one of its creatures. Oh, it's because the wyvern. That's right.
Right. Yeah, back there was a wind salamander, which we definitely want to put in a bag of something.
Yeah, because it's not used yet.
Maybe Sparktail students could also be potentially.
Yeah, because you're going to be casting on other people's turns.
We're gonna be casting whatever the hell we want. Not that color. Oh,
I haven't changed it.
yeah. Yeah, we're probably gonna want some occultists.
So,
Fusion. We want to see who the smart guys are. Oh no, you're a dumb carbuncle.
I have both. I have a lot of tones.
Oh, and we have other carbuncles too.
They're both dumb.
Heck. Well, and then I'll see who looks best fused with who. But we probably there's some more summoning summons.
I already have a spider cultist.
Oh. Do we have other occultists? No, we don't want other occultists. They all have sorcery spells. Spider occultist casts a sorcery spell, but he doesn't. And again, casting magic missile is not a wondrous thing, but I almost want to. There's a trick we could do. Banshee spider occultist.
What is it?
It gives it an ethereal magic missile that when it casts it 2 more times. I'm not sure if that interacts with the spider occultist's pew pew, but actually, yeah, I don't know so much. That's a good idea. Yeah, this one I used to see who looks good fused together. That's water.
Oh, it's
You sort them by level. It's sorted by level. Oh no.
That's
Eggy.
what I want.
So now it's under D. Demigod, Core, Priest, you're close. Yeah, it's down there.
So Starman. Oh, does that mean it was just
I
something?
mean, it's on your team.
Oh.
He's not dumb.
And the other one was the carbuncle.
Or a spider occultist. Because both of them really just need to be on your teams. Oh, the first one looks alright. Oh, and Sparktail student. Also is a good choice. Oh. Oh. Oh no! They're hugging! He's very much the colors he is.
Other was the Sparktail student and
Spider
the spider
cultist.
cultist.
Or possibly a Dryad is also an option, depending on how much room we have on our team. Ooh. I guess someone look really normal. Theirs just looks stupid. Don't care too much for the spider cultist design because of how indecipherable it is. Oh, of course, there are Vulpes also, preferably for shooty gun spells, but
Just make it all one shade of blue.
it stands out. It's like sticking out a tongue.
Yeah, but it's a pencil.
Oh, that was a bookmark. Oh, no, that's a pencil. Bookmark would have made sense, I guess.
So we have space for the 2 dryads as well.
I don't know if there are 2 dryads. There might just be 1.
Oh yeah, dryad proliferator.
It makes you better if you have a bunch of fat on you. Let's see, what else could we add? We have a lot of things that would still work well. Do any of the God Spawn fit well for this?
They cost 50 medallions to get another.
I mean, the ones we already have.
That's what I mean. So I'm nervous to confuse them with something for a temporary thing.
Decent, just as he is. No, not you. Oh, wait, what? Nah. I guess there's a crazed leper. Really don't like the design. Or the stats. Just the ability.
What does Arcane do?
When you cast a spell, you lose Arcane, but it doesn't use a charge. I feel it's just too weak. For something else you already might have under control. Oh, that'd be good, except it only applies to life spells, which is pretty limited. Though other than that, it's absolutely perfect. Phoenixes don't help this.
They are resurrected.
And they don't buff when they do it either. And that's good for casting in general. Not for buffing, but for casting. And his nature is, well, it's not perfect, but it's decent. No, it's average.
Let's see, so that and the dryad.
That's an option. Or we could just you just throw Diamond onto the team. Possibly, no, it only benefits him like this.
What was the one we was looking at?
Raven Acolyte. And put a plant in. So we have all 3 of the salamanders on the team in some form.
Yes.
Good.
I think so.
And the fuzzy boy.
Creatures.
No, not that.
This is the Thunder Salamander. And what's that one?
Oh, that was right. Oh. Manually cast.
So whose was that?
Whose was chain spell? I don't remember.
The extra spell chance.
There should be. Yeah, there's wind.
Okay, so we need thunder or water. Water's for defense,
Right.
and we're not doing the defense spell.
So we probably want to replace the mimic with something.
No, I'm saying that was the other one you wanted. We're not worried about defense now.
I forgot about the Amphisbane chef. Oh no, it's 70% power, but it casts twice, so that's worth it, right? As long as you have the charge, it's good. There's now the Raven, we could
What was the Dryad's thing again?
proliferate. Oh, the more buff, you get more stats, the more buffs you have. In this case, intelligence and defense are important. Oh dang, do you have Imp Incarnate available?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's the salamander you use, right?
Yeah. Yeah, see, this is on Defender Provoke, and we don't really focus on that now. So we
Right,
don't have to
so
worry
that
about
means
it on
that
team.
the Mimic won't be able to cast.
That's fine.
No. Is it? What's he
Yes.
going to do on his turn?
It will attack.
It's not very good. It's pretty bad attack, doesn't it?
I can change it to have good attack.
Yes.
The Raven.
Why do we need them?
To give spells to everyone else on the team.
Can we get that trait on something else, possibly?
You're running out of slots.
I
But-
know. Which is why I don't want to waste waste a slot on the Mimic existing.
The Mimic is for me farming, so it's not going to be on the team.
Oh. Do we need that trait that shares the spell gems?
That's only if you have someone that you don't think's a good caster.
So it was Raven and Amphisbane as Chef. Or Dryad. Spin.
That one's not.
Oh yeah, that was. The Drabit's good. And there's the one opposite, which looks just like someone covered him in cream.
And so the Dryad and what? Oh,
Why don't you use you?
this works well with the Dryad.
No, because the Dryad isn't gaining stats. It's just setting them.
Oh,
It
what?
sounds. It doesn't say that you gain stats. It's just that you have them, which I think is a mechanical difference. We have Imp Incarnate available. We could go even harder on chain casting. Nope. Okay, that's probably for the best, actually. Which is just, it's basically the Thunder Salamander again. How smart are Dryads? Just look at the Dryads here. Should give us an idea. Okay. They're not.
They're average.
So we wouldn't want to fuse them with a leopard because they wouldn't be any good at it. Oh, gins! That's not a
Yeah.
bad idea. I know Caballists love gins. Oh, no, no.
Yeah.
That's a trait.
Those are the three I have.
Man, gins are pretty, well, they're really smart.
Do that with the Dryad.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea, if you like. No, you're ugly. I don't get that still. Yeah, just get ready for the funky buffs. Kind of like the bottom left one.
Yeah, I do too.
Which is interesting because the bottom left one seems to often be kind of messed up.
Which one gets which's stats? How does it work?
They average the stats between the two.
Oh. So it doesn't matter which stat you have
Right.
first. The top right one looks like the Game Genie logo.
It does. Yeah, the order just affects the race and the nature, really. And the race and class. Because if we use it, we'll get a Djinn of nature instead of a Djinn of sorcery.
So now we know to level up way up.
Well, do you love how affordable it is to do this?
That depends on what you do.
What do you do?
Sid, what do you do?
Ouch. What do you do?
Drop everything off.
Oh, you made him mad.
so this is caster focused.
Yeah, but there are only 5 people.
Oh, I forgot to add the gym.
Yeah, he's lonely and scared in his box cage.
I keep going the wrong direction.
O U A G up then. Should be. Oh, it's not sorted by race. It's sorted by fusion, so it should be near the start.
So yeah, I'll be near the start. He thinks it's funny.
Oh,
Oh wait, what does everyone say? You know, when I'm stressed, getting in fights helps calm me down.
I just love it. Just Remy's purges his tail for no reason.
No? Okay.
Show your strategies are fully charged ability. You attack with double gems with your one's pants on. What a goof. So yeah, we already have a lot of artifacts. I guess we'll see if they fit first.
I have the ones that should. What is everyone's stats?
Oh yeah, we need books for some
Yeah.
of them.
This
we
one
need
needs a
it.
book.
Yeah, he needs a book because he's not smart.
And this one needs a book.
Because he's also dumb.
So items, field items.
That does. Oh yeah, no, that's the one. The best.
Careful's the one we want.
It's the best.
Well, it's the best for casters.
Careful. So now they probably say different things if we talk to him again.
That is true.
Because remember, yeah, it's just racing nature, I think. That's what it's like to be careful. So geez, really interesting.
The Jin is funny. The Jin is a dork. All right,
At least
so
2 of them are.
items.
Equip art if
Yeah. Well, no, I need to see. 'Cause if one has a really high speed, there's one I want to give it.
Maybe the sound
Yeah, the
is
Salaman's probably the fastest.
because their nature wants it to be.
So I have some boots. I can take some of that.
Oh
off and
god,
throw it
that's
back.
hella. I see why you have low. They don't have much brimstone.
Yeah, I'm tier 50 on a lot of stuff.
Spell slot. I think is a really amazing thing to put in.
Don't put it in your helmet unless you
Provoke.
really care about provoking.
Right. I think for boots, it just triggers. I can just randomly choose. Happen on the start of your turn, but as a low
Wait, can you get that? It's gonna be that food is ready. Did these stat things look good, or should I switch them all to just intelligence?
It's good enough, I
Right.
think.
And then is frozen and silence sound good?
That's D buffing, but
And then,
I'd really prefer buffing. But
well, then I can get rid of those.
alright.
They're not as big as the trait ones. The trait ones are hard to recover.
Yeah. Botching a trait slot is always sad.
And then empowered fireball, is that a decent attack?
It's the trait, but
Oh, that's right.
I don't think it's good at all, really. But like, this is decent if you like spell gem, ethereal spell gems.
Okay,
So-
so 4
Socket.
socket. And then 2.
I like to sort by quantity, just to make sure we don't get 2 wasteland scroll to the other end. It's from
That one's not bad.
It's oh no, it's not. But it's ascending. Thankfully, we have the most of it. We're going to be just taking chances, you know. We don't need
Barrier,
barrier
we
on
already
damage. We're
get-
going to get so much barrier. Invisible on
But we already get invisible.
at the start, but we'll lose it right away. This means after we attack, we might get invisible. and then
Agile
attack.
increases dodge.
It's not like we have a lot of
Mending.
rebirth. We can get that.
Yeah, we do have a lot of rebirths. We have 33.
I'd take rebirth because rebirth is cool, isn't it? And we don't get it from and can't double down the same thing, so
Mending. So it's always healing.
I think we get that when we get hit. Berserk, yeah.
What's it do?
You, I think you do 50% more damage.
With attack or with anything.
Yes.
So with spells as well.
Yes.
So that one, I don't have.
We don't need to use our swords.
Yeah. Although we might have to for a while, because I don't have anything else leveled up that much. Yeah, I learned about what casts on what after I already used some
I
spell
still haven't
slots.
don't have any spell slots.
So equip. Who is highest intelligence? It me.
It's him. Yeah, swords are going to be pretty worthless.
Yeah, because they're all attack focused. So
Oh,
I need to completely reset this one. This one's not useful.
We only have 2 staves.
Yeah, and they're both lower level things.
No, not that one. Problem is we only have 2.
Their things are probably best. So I need to make what? 2 more?
I want everyone.
No, I want the boots on them
Oh,
because I
okay.
want someone to be able
Yeah,
to go
2 more.
fast.
That's understandable.
And then you get to farm brimstone.
Oh.
Well, that's okay.
It went crunchy bunch. I'm gonna break it. The beacon. Top one above. Okay. I'm not gonna be able to socket it.
Nope, not yet.
That's unfortunate because that's probably the biggest source of your stats from it.
And are we just doing intelligence boosting?
Yeah. Oh no, that didn't cost that much.
Just making sure to put some in each first.
Quack. Heck. Oh, that's something.
Yeah, we already got 80 intelligence. Alright, so go like wander because I gotta eat. And then
Well, you better not eat it dangerously.
what are you, my mom?
Whoa.
Ah! Oh, I need to butter the flour.
Stick gang. Oh boy, it's the stinky man.
If you don't know where to go specifically, the Unholy Meadows is a good place to find it.
Oh, these use speed. What have you done? Ah, this uses a oh no! Based on help? Ah. Oh no! Alright, that's a relief. Alright. How much generous do we? 11. Ooh, I don't want to take all of that. Everything but death. That's how I like it. Hmm. Do not want that. Nope, nope, nope. Whoa! That's a spell. Hmm. Buffing. Get some blasty blasts of nature. Oh, this is a tricky. You have gravity? Yes. That ought to do. A life element. No! What? Oh no. It turns out all of your generous spell gems use some stat other than intelligence.
Oh, that's because I had a different setup earlier. But you can disenchant them without cost. Unlike
That's true if you're okay with me.
yeah, no, they're all those things are movable. Unless it destroys something, I don't care.
I mean, it destroys the where you socket it.
No, that's only on the
Oh, here we go. Because, yeah. Oh, yes, death. We don't have any death types.
and you can make new spells too.
I have been doing that because we only have one nature. You only have one nature gem.
Yeah, because I haven't had any nature guys. The
Alright,
one
that's
nature gem I have might have been an accident for all I know. Yeah, everything here is going to be chaos or sorcery with one set of death for when I was fighting. Like, a lot.
Or there's like Ethereal Knights, which is just always
Speed.
speed, no matter what.
Which is still good for this element.
Yeah, this is based on defense, for instance. I can really see what you wanted from this gem, though.
What?
It's for the mimic. Well, no.
No, that one was for the unicorn.
When's the unicorn really defending so much?
No, it was... Oh wait, no. Holy Explosion. No, I don't remember who it was for. But I did have one who was based on the
Let's see, generous. Because you have 11 generouses, but I don't want to burn through them.
It's pretty easy to find jade, I found. So, worst case scenario, we can use them if we have to.
What? No.
That's attack boost.
Help! Help! There.
Yeah, so do not use Apocalypse or
It's fun to die.
I guess it's like an emergency end of...
Or again, if you have a build that likes dying, because I guess you could make something like that. I think it's something that planets is just what it's called. That's a weird attack name.
Yeah, and it's more like Meteor Strike.
But that's a nature spell.
Oh, is there one called Meteor Strike?
Meteor Shower,
Oh.
which hits all enemies for moderate damage 3 times. It hits everyone with exactly 3 meteors.
What a uniform shower.
Shush. Yeah, you notice that hero steel knives and the swords thing, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, no, that was the Ethereal Knives and Spectral Swords was to get around the fact that I had a lot of fast but not high intelligence creatures. Yeah, Ice Wolf Bite's pretty good.
More brain energy.
Brain energy.
Brer. Whoa.
And you have your buffing spell.
Yeah, I have a few of those. Definitely Explosion made me sad because all of them were based on, something different like health after attacking or defense.
No, after attacking means it casts after you attack.
The potency based on defense.
No, the other one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Potency based on health.
Well, you don't think any of our guys have any decent health stat?
Not as decent as their intelligence.
Oh yeah, if we have the staff.
But I did buy a new just explosion that was unmodded. Need more these.
Yeah, if you need to take stuff off of something, that's fine. Just
Take
as long
stuff.
as,
Oh.
yeah, if you need to remove enchantments from a gem, that's fine.
Okay. Well, that's their other enchantments on that one isn't that useful. So the bear one is just as good.
Yeah, but you have to level it all the way up.
That's truly fair enough. It died. Wall.
It doesn't say it destroys disenchant.
I mean, it destroyed the materials used to sock it.
Oh, the crystal.
Yeah, oops, I keep doing that. Quit dropping, Butterfingers, which is actually me.
Star Pact was useful for when I was doing the pirate.
Well, didn't need that to be... I mind if I make that generous?
That's fine.
Because, I mean, it doesn't have a lot of juice.
Or no, Star...
Fire?
Yeah. I don't remember. One where it, like, does massive damage to burning enemies or something.
It does it bastards everything and it either... I think it scorns them, maybe.
That's right, yeah.
Star Pact does more damage the more buffs you have, so it just makes sense, you know?
Yeah, no, level that shit up.
What? Oh, wrong one? What? Did I get a second one? I must have.
Okay, we'll go look for the other.
It's a Jej. That's gonna run out real quick, but everyone else. So eventually it'll be everyone but the holder can cast it.
Yep. Now you're starting to understand how it works to make a fake evoker.
Don't want mass dispel. Oh heck,
Hey, look, I found Onion San's cousin.
he's onion. Well,
The red hot chili peppers. Chili.
beep beep. Yeah, I bought one.
Yeah.
Now each one has a buffing. It's going to be cast excessively, but there are perks to that. When I say assign there's those perks,
And
not apocalypse.
like I said, at the end, when we start farming more jade, if we need to, just make everything generous. I don't care.
All right.
The
No.
only one that I'm careful on is Bloodstone because I don't find it as often, and there are certain things that are really useful as an attack thing.
Well, you don't have any attack. You need a way of punching people. Oh wait, no, drain
And Verdant
life.
Spheres kind of works with it.
Drain life also does damage. So mind if I can make these all generous?
That's fine.
And I might run out of generous juice, but just hope you know what? I must have Star Pack on two things. You know?
No, you didn't equip the one that you
Oh heck!
updated.
So we don't go too overboard on casting redundant buffs, but Elemental Tome is great if you like ethereal spell gems. This spell just seems great.
Mm-hmm.
I'd never heard of it.